into a crazy, crazy disaster. Surprisingly, every one of those sanctuary cities and states started declaring states of emergency, begging for help, almost immediately after they started getting the actual migrants that they wanted. For instance, here's Massachusetts declaring a state of emergency because they got a couple of migrants. Check this out.
Governor Healey just declared a state of emergency in Massachusetts because of the number of migrants arriving in Massachusetts. Healey says they are overwhelming local shelters.
Wasn't that crazy? That bitch stopped at the green light. And then red and red light. Water came stop.
Humanity and opportunity.
It even happened in Chicago. In Chicago, again, state of emergency. We're getting migrants. It's crazy. New York Chicago Mayor Lightfoot just issued an emergency declaration in response to the surge of migrants being bused in the city by Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
Casey Crumbus is live from City Hall with the latest on this. Natalie and Anthony, at least 48 more migrants arrived to the city today. Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she doesn't expect the buses to stop anytime soon. Just as that surge is expected, the city's 7 migrant shelters and 3 respite sites are now overrun. Since last August, the city has welcomed more than 8,000 migrants, but funding and resources are dwindling.
And obviously, talking about New York, here's New York declaring a state of emergency. We got too many migrants. The New York City Mayor Eric Adams declaring a state of emergency over the ever-escalating number of asylum seekers coming to the city. The mayor says the shelter system...
You're not asylum seekers, bitch. They're fucking illegal aliens here illegally. They're breaking the fucking law.
Or go, our compassionate women is limitless. Of these justice are not. And just like the mayor just said, this is where we're at today. Right? Unlimited compassion, but limited resources. Now, the mayor of New York believes that this is probably going to become a $12 billion problem for the city of New York. Because that's how much of the course is going to take care of all the migrants they got. And the ones who are also, they believe, are coming. So that means that where's that money going to come from? It's city services. You have to kind of reshuffle the deck. There's a limited amount of funds you got, but you got to pay for police. And now you got a $12 billion migrant problem you got to pay for. So that means that some services in New York City are going to have to be dramatically cut. And the reason why is because New York just doesn't have the money to pay for the migrants. Here's what the cuts are going to be.
Every single agency will see its budget shrink by 5% when the mayor unveils exactly what's on the chopping block. There will be another 5% cut in January and possibly another 5% in May. They include a $2.1 billion cut to education, a $1.4 billion cut to the Department of Social Services, $800 million from homeless services, $300 million from the fire department, and $200 million from city hospitals.
Let's make no bones about it. These cuts are massive, and they're going to affect the lives of all people. But there's a warning that open border policies would have an extremely high cost to them. And what's the cost of being compassionate? It's the cost of how are you going to pay to help these people? Remember, the city was paying for migrants to live in hotels. They gave them free health care. They fed them. All of that stuff is not free. Somebody has to pay for it. Now, the migrants were enjoying the hotels until they refused to leave. This is what the migrants who were put up in great hotels in the middle of Manhattan, this is what they were demanding after the city told them they had to leave those pricey hotels and go to a tent facility that the city built as an emergency condition. Check this out. You know, basically, opened up all the vacant luxury apartments. We are on 57th Street right now. Visit Millionaire Row. Half of the superpowers on this street are empty. Very basic beds, head to foot, no space in between them. There's 4 bathrooms in the entire facility for 1,000 beds. They've described multiple security gates to get in. They've described that there's only food during limited hours and that sometimes the water runs out. And importantly also, it's cold in there. Despite the mayor's claim that it's heated, they said it was cold in there. All the vacant luxury apartments. They only deserve that. So the city, which is paying for the hotels, now has to cut services to continue to pay for the migrants' needs. Check it out. More about the steep budget cuts coming from Mayor Eric Adams, calling for 5% DeSantis cuts in every department, including public safety. This as he continues to make a public appeal for the federal government to step up and help offset the cost of the migrant crisis. Fox 5's Jose Munoz joins us now from outside City Hall with what the mayor's asking for. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Dan. Well, the budget cuts are far-reach. We're talking every city agency will be impacted, and this goes into effect immediately.
We're in some serious financial trouble right now.
Mayor Adams making these remarks at a town hall after the city announced major budget cuts. Adams says the migrant crisis is to blame as it continues to put a strain on New York State resources.
The national government should pick up this tab, and it should not be coming out of the backs of everyday New Yorkers. That is wrong, and that is what is happening. Now, the city has spent nearly $1.5 billion since last spring to help these migrants in West Austin. And that includes everything I told you from before: food, shelter, healthcare, clothing, education, and even legal services. That's the cost, the true cost of being a sanctuary city. And the reality is that we as Americans, we want to help people, and that's just the truth. We have big plans. But can we afford to help everyone? See, and I think New York's finding this out now. There's a difference between being compassionate and wanting to help someone and being able to act.